Appreciate that, Tony. Appreciate it, fam.
You're a fucking loser. You live in your mom's basement. You probably have a 2-inch cock. You sound like a white guy.
Congratulations.
For what?
You said you got a girlfriend.
You're probably a virgin.
So, that's a no for Netflix and chill?
Fuck you.
So I'm curious. Tell me about your show. What do you talk about?
I talk about how women ain't shit.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 599th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. TSR Live is brought to you by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit-forming energy and focus supplement on the planet. Be super productive and laser focused for hours with zero crash and zero jitters. If you want to support your productivity and the show, go to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or 291. 291 of you are in here today. I greatly appreciate you guys' support. As always, we are streaming live to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, VK, and OK.ru. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. It is good to have you guys in today. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more laid back. What we're doing today, guys, is we are essentially celebrating, pre-celebrating anyway. We are celebrating making it all the way to episode number 600. Now, nothing is guaranteed. Episode 600 is not going to stream until next Wednesday. So, hypothetically speaking, my channel could be taken down between now and then. If it happens, I wouldn't be surprised. But assuming that doesn't happen, it's a safe bet that episode 600 is on the horizon. And as usual, there we go. Nope, still too far. There we go. Jeez, I'm always fucking with that fan. So, today's episode is going to be, it's going to be a little bit different. What I've done over the past, I don't know, a couple of days or so, I went back to the TSR archives, and I dug up some of the best moments, some of the funniest moments, some of the craziest moments on the show. And a lot of you guys who have followed me. Oh, good. Dev turned on the AC. Thank you. A lot of you guys who have followed me since day one, or hell, not even from day one, you guys know which ones I'm talking about. I'm not going to tell you what they are quite yet. I'm just going to introduce them as they come along. But before I do that, let me just tell you guys how much I truly appreciate what you guys have done for me. I remember when I started this thing, this just started as a project. I was just a writer for Return of Kings, and one day I said, you know what? Maybe I should start a podcast. Maybe I should do this on a bigger level, et cetera, et cetera. And so I recorded my first 10, 15, 20 episodes, and the rest is history. Believe me when I tell you guys, never in a million lifetimes did I ever imagine that my dinkety little SoundCloud podcast would turn into this. Like it absolutely blows me away that we have built this thing from where it was to where it is now. Guys like Freelance Ronan, Pine Frank, Miami J, What's another guy? Charles Merchant. You guys have been with me since day one, back when I was on SoundCloud and, just putting up little snippets on YouTube. It's guys like that. It's guys like that have made this show possible. A lot of you guys always talk about the fact that, hey, Donovan, you've changed my life and you're doing the Lord's work. And you know what? I certainly appreciate hearing stuff like that. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention how much you guys have changed my life as well. Trust me when I tell you, it is definitely a mutually beneficial relationship. You guys, listen, you guys help me as much as I help you, probably a lot more. So here's to another 600 episodes. Here is to continued success. I'm not gonna be streaming on any other platform for the next week until Wednesday. I'm gonna take a week to completely renovate my studio. I've spent over $5,000 in new equipment. I actually had some dropped off at my door right before I was about to go on the air. And so I'm going to spend the next week or so I'm tearing this thing down, building it back up. And again, it's because of you guys. Listen, your generosity, your donation, your attendance. I like to show you guys that I'm always making improvements in the show and the studio. Guys, I'm talking, dude, I've got new equipment. Look, I'll actually show you a little bit of it now. Dude, I've got spotlights, I've got new lighting, I've got a new stream deck. I got the 32 button stream deck. I've got a 15 button stream deck, but I got the 32 button stream deck. I'm gonna have a couple of new monitors. The lighting is gonna be different. It's gonna sound different. It's gonna look different. I'm adding another camera. Dude, all new graphics, all new intro, all new outro. Spent a shitload of money. Yes, new sound effects as well. New sound effects are definitely going to make their way into the show. So, and again, this is no shade on other YouTubers. This is just what I do, right? But I like to show you guys that I'm actually doing some. I don't know, like when you guys donate, when you guys are generous, I like to repay that generosity. I don't want the show to ever stagnate. Like I'm always looking for ways or reasons to improve. And so you guys are going to see a drastic improvement with this next studio. And I've only had this studio since right around Thanksgiving time. So I haven't been in this one for that long. It'll be in the same room. But things are going to look, they're going to sound, they're going to feel very, very different. And so I'm very, very much looking forward to getting to work on that. As we move forward. So let me read out my super chats here. Big thanks goes out to my man Tony Maceo. Tony, it has been far too long, man. It has been far too long. It's been far too long. You and I, we actually did a show, like a panel a while back. And I wish whoever is texting me would stop texting me. Miami J, stop texting me. Damn it. Motherfuckers never want to text me until I'm on the air. Apparently Gronk may get traded to the Buccaneers. But yeah, Tony, we got to get together. We got to do a show at some time. Tony used to write. I don't know if Tony's still over there writing for NegroManosphere.com. That's how I first became aware of him. Shout out to DJ Ston. Welcome to the chat privileges. You are a new member of TSR Towers. Appreciate that. Power and Strategy. Tony Maceo is also now a member. Amar Kirmani with the $5 super chat says, I saw yesterday's program. Celia brutally owns and defends her hypergamy in the interview. If married, she would even leave her husband in a blink. Yeah. No, I totally agree. Totally agree with that. Pimped Out Geese with the $50 super chat says, here's to episode number 600D. Fuck the haters. Speaking of haters, the very first clip I'd like to show you guys, and it's about an 8 to 10 minute clip. So I posted a picture of Devin's ass on Instagram, and it was Devin's ass with the stamp of Donovan's property on her ass. And of course, you get the usual guys who are always trying to sort of invalidate your success. or to somehow imply that it's temporary based on something that I may or may not be able to control. So what I did, this is back when I was answering all the haters. Listen, you guys think I'm emotionally immature now. I was definitely emotionally immature then. And so here is the clip answering, and I don't remember what that motherfucker's name is. I might say it in the clip. This is me answering him, and this is the way I used to answer haters back in the day. Take a look and listen.
Okay? And here's the thing. Back then, women didn't have the job opportunities that they have now. They didn't have as much money as they did. Well, here in 2018, 67% of the workforce is female. Okay? That means two out of every employees in America are women. Now, of course, the wage gap is bullshit. I think that's been disproven, in many, many ways. But the fact of the matter is that women don't need money anymore. They don't need men for money anymore. Here's another reason why money isn't the end all be all. Here's another reason why money trumps game trumps money. Welfare. Okay? We wonder why bitches out here are passing around their pussies without worry, right? Well, this one's simple. It's because they know they're going to be taken care of by the government. They can go out and fuck dozens of niggas, have a half a dozen of these niggas' kids, and be all right. You want to know why? Because once they reach a certain threshold as far as their the quote unquote poverty level, and if they're a single mother, dude, they're entitled to free food, free housing, free healthcare. We all see it. We complain about it all the time. But then we wonder why. Well, why are women hypergamous? Why is it that men with money don't impress women anymore? Because women don't need money. The government is the beta bucks. So guess what? Women are out here looking for alpha fucks. Listen, their lifestyle's taken care of. They know that come hell or high water, at the very least, they're going to have free food, free housing, and free healthcare for them and their children. Okay? Back then, it wasn't like that at all, right? There was no safety net back then. If you had a kid out of wedlock back in the day, you were fucked. You were ostracized, given the scarlet letter, all that stuff, right? Nowadays, it's not like that at all. And this is why women are irresponsible with their vaginas. This is why they're sexually irresponsible. The bottom line here, guys, is that women don't need men for money anymore. So like I said at the top of this broadcast, I've started posting pictures of my woman, right? You guys know how attractive she is. She's hot. She has huge tits, nice ass, blah, 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 blah. Black men and women. Now, I'm catching hate from all ends, but the most hate I'm catching are from black women and mostly black men. And it's a goddamn shame. Listen, man, the world doesn't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us, man. Women don't give a fuck about us. So why are we tearing each other down when we see that other people are doing well? Well, nigga, you brag too goddamn much. Yeah, you're goddamn right. And I have reason to brag. Call it bragging, call it grandstanding. I don't give a fuck, man. Dude, I'm Gucci. I'm good. I love my life. And my life is part of my brand. I don't just post this stuff just to say, hey, look what I have. I post this stuff, like I said, to show you guys like this. Yes, Donovan Sharpe is a real person. This is really what he does, right? Nah, we got hating ass niggas talking about, well, it's all fun and games, so you run out of money. Nigga, shut the fuck up, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. Black men and women these days, now, lately, they're doing their damnness. They're doing their damnedest to disqualify my success, right? I've heard stuff like, well, she must have mental problems. I've heard, well, she's 34 years old. You couldn't do that with a 24-year-old. I've heard stuff like, you got lucky. Or you're a lucky man. My nigga, luck has absolutely nothing to do with it. You know it, and I know it. Then, of course, my favorite is, it's because you have money. Then this nigga says, as soon as I post the video, yeah, but as soon as you're broke, she's gone. And to that I say, no fucking shit. You don't think I know that? I'm Donovan fucking Sharpe. I talk about this shit all the time. You don't think I know that's a possibility? That dude only pointed that out because he's hating. He's hating because he doesn't have what I have. And I'm going to get to that more in a minute. Black men, specifically black men, weak-minded black men, use the money excuse as a crutch. And it's prevalent among black men to think that if you have money, then you can have any woman you want, and that is 100% wrong. Yes, there are millionaires and billionaires who can have they can have the money, they can have any woman they want. Those guys are the exception to the rule. If you make $150,000 a year, yeah, you're making some money. That doesn't guarantee you women. And I'm not a millionaire. I don't know anybody who's a millionaire. Well, I know one who's a millionaire, right? He happens to have game, okay? Like I said, many black men who have money, $250,000 a year, have women who are cheating on them with niggas just like me. Niggas with game. Niggas who are confident. Niggas who don't take shit from women. Alpha fucks, beta bucks, gentlemen. Women marry men with money, but they fuck the men with game. And in most cases, it's at the same time. So getting back to it. Devin doesn't need me for my money. My woman doesn't need me for money. Okay? Devin chose me because of what I am. Not because of who I am, because of what I am. I'm confident. I'm intelligent. I'm direct. I have a plan. I'm goal-oriented. I'm going places. I'm disciplined. I'm attractive, or at least to her I am. Okay? She knows I can't be manipulated. I put her in her place. I'm not afraid to check her. I'm not afraid to check her when she gets out of pocket. Women love this shit. I don't tolerate her bullshit or anybody else's. None of those things, gentlemen, have anything to do with the money I have or the money I make. I promise you. Because if it did, then she wouldn't be with me. She makes more than I do. So why is she with me? For the reasons I just listed. But here's the thing, gentlemen. There's nothing special about me. And those hating ass niggas who throw shade, like I said I was going to get to, they throw shade because they don't have what I have. Okay? But here's the thing. They could have what I have. They can fucking have it if they wanted it. Guys, there's nothing special about me. I'm not fucking Superman. I don't use mind control. I use Jedi mind tricks on women. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a fucking celebrity. Well, listen, I have more fans than the average man, but I'm not even close to celebrity. Dude, nobody knows who the fuck I am. I got a few thousand people on the web who know who I am. I'm not a fucking celebrity. Dude, listen, I'm a hothead who runs his mouth on the internet about girls and fitness. Anybody could do this. This isn't some Herculean feat that only a special few people have the innate ability to do. I'm not some genetic freak. Okay, yeah, I'm 6'1", 229 pounds. I do have I have an imposing physical stature. Okay? Girls find that attractive, but guess what? I used to be a fucking fat fuck, guys. Go to my Facebook. Go to my Instagram. Go to my Twitter. I used to be a fucking fat ass. Pathetic. But gentlemen, I worked hard to get to where I am physically, and I continue to do so. Again, I'm not unique or special, guys. The only difference between me and you is that I decided to change, and I fucking did it. And trust and believe, I know I'm not trying to make this some sort of Saturday morning special or some sort of rah-rah pep talk, but if me can make this kind of transformation, then I know you can. Guys, I used to be the worst kind of simp, guys. Dude, I used to hate on dudes with pretty girls. I used to try to buy women's affections. Then I used to get mad that it didn't work. I was that guy. But I decided that I didn't want to be a fucking loser anymore, and I fucking busted my ass to change my life, and I fucking did it. And I continue to do so. So yeah, my girl could certainly leave me for any number of reasons. I am under no false illusion that she could not go completely feral for any reason at any time. But I can guarantee you this, money will not be one of them. Black men need to stop this money trumps game bullshit. Those of you who think this, you are using this as an excuse not to improve yourself in other areas, which includes learning how to handle women. That's not easy to do, man. Listen, saving money is difficult, don't get me wrong, but guess what? It's a hell of a lot easier than transforming yourself for the better and maintaining it. Niggas want to say money trumps game because y'all are lazy. You know you can save money if you really wanted to. Well, if I save money, if I make good money, then I can have women. Nah, nigga, it don't work that way. Game trumps money every fucking time. And if you're the type of nigga who says, well, the reason he has what he has is because the reason his girl is hot is because he has money, nigga, fuck you. And fuck everybody like you. Quit being lazy, nigga. Get off your ass and learn fucking game. Hit the fucking gym. Improve yourself in other ways other than money. Yes, finances are important. But trust and believe. Dude, I have fucked many girlfriends and wives who had rich boyfriends and husbands. Man, dude, I fucked one girl. Her boyfriend drove a fucking Ferrari. Lived in a fucking Vegas high-rise. Fucked the shit out of her. Now, she ended up ghosting on me. But the point is I still fucked her. She's probably fucking somebody else that had better game than me. Game doesn't trump all, or money doesn't trump all, gentlemen. Yes. Again, saving money is, and I'm going to say it again, saving money is easier than learning game. And that's why you hating ass niggas out here steady talking about, well, she's going to leave you as soon as another nigga with a bigger bank account comes along. Nigga, try and take my woman. Go on and roll up on her in a Bentley. Go on and make it rain, right? But guess what? That's my stamp on her ass. That's my name she's calling when I'm fucking her. That's my name on her chain. Okay? That's me on her mind 24/7. She belongs to yours truly, Donovan fucking Sharpe, just like it says on the stamp of her ass. And money has nothing to do with it. And you niggas know it because you see it every day. If you're going to hate, do it in silence. Because I'll call your bitch out. I will call your punk ass out on air and fucking clown your ass if you decide to call in, as I've done many times before. If you're not trying to improve and kick life's ass, then shut the fuck up and keep my name out your goddamn mouth.
Woo, man, that was I was pretty pissed off on that one. I was, and again, you guys can see, listen, I've lost my mind on the air before. Man. I have gone off on some people. Back then, that's when I had no control over the temper. No control over the temper, man. Woo, boy, that was a good one. That was a really, really good one. Yep. I got a few more to show you guys. And trust me, they will absolutely get better. And oh, by the way, yes, for those of you who are wondering, Tony is going to make an appearance. Oh, no, not Tony Maceo. Not Tony Maceo. y'all niggas know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about. And he's coming up a little bit later on in the show. All right, let's shout out the few more super chats here. Miami J with the $2 super chat says, my bad. It's cool, man. I ain't mad at you. C-Dub with the $5 super chat says, congratulations on your 600th episode. Here's to 600 more and beyond. Appreciate that. Luis Colon says, with a $2 super chat, says, congratulations on 600. Stay real and the world is yours. Appreciate that. Greg in New Jersey, $5 says, wow, is this the first episode? But yeah, black men have been raised by their moms that they speak like them. I'm black, can raise my hat too. No, that wasn't even an episode number. Like, guys, this is episode 599. Guys, I used to do Sharpe Shorts. I used to do Ask Donovan. I've done appearances, etc., etc. Like, this is, like, episode 599. That is just a sliver. That's just a sliver of the ocean of content I have floating out there in the ethos. Miami J with another $5 super chat says, motorcycle trumps money also. Yup. Motorcycle plus physique plus game equals endless women. You are not lying about that. Uh-oh. BK from the Rockies knows who I'm talking about. Oh my God. Yes. Tony will be making a sort of an appearance on the show a little bit later on. Okay, let's move on. So this next clip I'm going to show you guys is rather short, but it represents the first time one of the first times I actually let you guys in terms of the kinds of things that Devin wears. You guys know I make Devin wear heels every time we fuck. She actually got away with one last night. So we get in the bed, and I'm getting ready to go to sleep, and she's rubbing her ass all up against me and shit. I'm like, damn, now I gotta fuck this broad. Wait, I'm looking around like, damn, no time for heels. Oh, she's sucking my dick. All right. So she got me on that one. She ain't gonna get away with that too much. At any rate, I let you guys in a little bit in terms of the things that Devin owns. A lot, and again, I used to talk about this stuff all the time on social media. And guys would always be like, Donovan, you're just saying this. You're just living some fantasy. You're just, this and that and the other. So I said, all right, fuck it. I got to prove it. Here we go.
I'll use my own woman as an example. When she goes to work, she looks professional. She never, ever, ever shows any cleavage. She never wears high heels, and all of the dresses she wears to work are down to her ankles. She does this because I told her to. She understands the reasons I require her to wear certain things, and she's well aware of the reasons why I don't let her wear certain things. Even if she didn't understand it, guess what? Because I said so, that's why. You can see maybe 5% of her body, her face and her hands. That's it, and maybe her ankles, depending on the shoes she's wearing. Now, when she's at home and it's time to drain my balls, only 5% of her body is then covered up. And I talked about this in episode 85. Take a listen and watch.
The next thing she did is I made her buy slutty clothes, guys. Listen, no exaggeration, guys. My girl owns an entire wardrobe of slutty clothing. Since we met, since I met her, she's bought, I don't know, something like 15 to 20 pairs of thongs. She's got all kinds of see-through lingerie. She's got a few pair of heels. And listen, these heels, she'll never wear them outside. I mean, she can barely walk in them in the first place. One of those heels is a pair of the clear stripper heels that strippers wear on stage. Yes, those kinds of heels, guys. Okay? She's got all kinds of slutty clothing. Listen, guys, she bought so much, we had to make a spreadsheet to keep track of it all. To keep them in rotation, to make sure she didn't wear the same thing twice or the same things more than once, to keep it fresh. Okay? She's bought certain kinds of jewelry, wrist and ankle restraints. Anything and everything I told her to buy, she bought. When I fuck my girl, I want her to look like a porn star. That's the look I want, guys. She's got the... Sorry about that. Well, basically I was bragging about the fact that she's got a bunch of heels. Yeah, you guys didn't really miss that much. All right. So moving right along, we're going to get a little more somber. The show is going to get a little more somber. So a while back, I actually posted this video maybe back in January. And I want to say this was like the 86th or 87th episode. I can't remember exactly, but I reposted the video in January. And I wanted to do something for the ladies. I'm very, very hard on women. I go hard on these hoes out here. But Uncle Donovan wanted to do something nice for the ladies. And I decided to apologize to them in an episode I called An Open Letter of Apology to American Women Everywhere. Take a look and listen.
But I'm going to start with doing something that I have never done before. And I've never done before on this show. And that is apologize to women. Yes, ladies, Uncle Donovan's got a soft side. And I'm going to share it with you tonight in a letter that I wrote. Here goes. Dear American women, I'm sorry you were born as females in the West. Because of the toxic culture you've been marinated in, you will never fully appreciate just how fortunate you are to have been afforded the privileged lives you enjoy. None of this is your fault, of course. Whether you like it or not, third-wave feminism is to blame, and it has quite literally stolen any chance you have for true happiness as women. From an early age, you'll be told that you are princesses and deserve the best of everything simply because you were born with vaginas. There is some truth to this, but not for the reason you've been raised to believe. You see, you could be princesses and eventually even someone's queen, worthy of the utmost respect. The truth is, you are more valuable than men from a reproductive standpoint. But before you pump your fists, those titles and respect that comes with them and the ones you must earn. This takes time, temperance, and discipline. Unfortunately, because this has been bestowed upon you far before you've earned it, it is merely a moniker and nothing more. You were all rewarded with something you didn't work for, could not understand, and were grossly ill-equipped to mentally process. This explains why you have a strong sense of entitlement. The only time you will be treated the same as males is when you are infants. You will be coddled and nurtured as you should be. You will be the center of attention wherever you're taken because of your innocence and representation of new life. You will start to notice a change in the way you're treated compared to boys when you become toddlers. While the boys are taught to share, you will be taught that all you need to do is ask for something and that it will be given to you because you are a girl, and that means you deserve what you want. If you do not get what you want, you are indirectly taught to up the intensity of your request by crying or throwing a tantrum until you get it. This trait will stick with you for decades to come, and you will turn into overgrown children, which is far from attractive or cute. You will also begin to notice that boys are punished more than you are. While your teachers and parents sugarcoat or explain away your bratty temperaments, the boys are often sent to the corner and told that there is no excuse for their reckless behavior. At some point, they are given special medicine to tamp down their energy. This tells you that they are inherently flawed, which will inflate your false sense of superiority over males. I'm sorry that the depreciation of your value as a female begins in earnest at such a young age when you reach high school, and for some of you even middle school. Your insufferable behavior continues to be rewarded, and your need for attention has become a full-blown addiction. Like a heroin addict, you'll do anything to get your attention fixed to validate yourself, not the least of which is giving away your most valuable asset, your virginity. For the moment you relinquish your flower to a male other than your husband, your expiration date quickly moves ever closer to your windshield and will soon be in your rearview mirror, which objects are not closer than they appear. I'm sorry for having to break the news to you that college is the worst thing that can happen to you as a woman. The endless drinking, partying, sex romps with hordes of male, spring breaks, and continued deprogramming of your biological hard drive, while fun and exciting, accelerate your depreciation in value. You will think you're well beyond your you'll think you're well on your way to becoming a strong and independent woman who has it all, but this is not what is happening to you. Everything around you tells you that college is the path to true happiness, but you will later come to realize that campus life has damaged you far beyond repair, and unfortunately you will have this epiphany much too late. So now you're in your early 20s. You've got your degree in women's studies, the world is your oyster, and your best days are ahead of you. You're not even thinking about marriage at this point, and why should you? You've got plenty of time to keep the party going, so there's no rush to lock a man down and have a family. Men will always be around, so you'll walk down the aisle with your soulmate when you're damn good and ready. In the meantime, you'll continue to drink and sleep around until you get it out of your system before you settle down. After all, the strong and powerful women in sitcoms, movies, and reality shows put off marriage and children to have fun, and they have it all, so why not you too? I'm sorry to tell you that the answer is an emphatic no. Time passes quickly, and before you know it, you're pushing 30. You've had a few relationships, some heartbreak, plenty of drama because it was totally his fault you cheated on him, and maybe an abortion or two. Your breasts are beginning to sag, you put on a few extra pounds, and your skin doesn't glow like it once did in your teens and 20s. Oh sure, you're still getting attention from men, but you're not quite as attractive as you used to be. Your friends will tell you you're as hot as ever and that you're aging like a fine wine. But the lack of attention from the men that used to make your vagina buzz like a beehive in your college days is a grim reminder that you're being lied to. Oh sure, but you are far from a bottle of Dom Perignon. You're more like a gallon of milk. You still look drinkable within your container. Push-up bras, butt-padded jeans, and makeup helping your cause. But your smell and texture betray you when you're opened, and for that, I'm truly sorry. I'm sorry that you aren't as physically viable as a long-term partner. The good news, however, is that you'll still be considered for one-night stands. Rouge has stated in the past that the wall is softer than we think. He says that no matter how many cocks your semen-stained vaginas have been penetrated by, there will always be a man available to rescue you from your bad decisions and save you from spinsterdom. I'm sorry to tell you, ladies, that he is only half right. Yes, there will be plenty of thirsty men who will put a ring on it, put a couple of kids in you, and give you the white picket suburban life you think you're entitled to. But the men willing to forgive your past transgressions are far from the ones you dreamed of ending up with in your Disney and rom-com fantasies. You see, what you didn't realize while you were getting plowed through your teens and 20s is that the more men you share your bodies with, the less able you are to sexually pair bond with your husband or any other male for that matter. This leads to dissatisfaction with the life you didn't deserve in the first place, and inevitably leads to divorce. Oh, it's not that bad. You'll laugh it up with your friends about how you nabbed the kids and half of his money. You'll parade your tattooed flavor of the week and brag about the headboard rattling sex you have with the kids at their pathetic fathers for the weekend. But after discovering that being a single mother is neither as glamorous nor as marketable as you once thought, you'll become bitter and blame everyone but yourselves. Then one day you'll wake up at 38 and wonder where all the time has gone and why you don't have what you deserve. At this point, your lives are effectively over, and for that I am truly sorry. You can tell yourselves you don't need a man, or that there are other things that can give you fulfillment, but your biological makeup tells you otherwise. You know full well that the only thing that will make you truly happy is to belong to a man who loves and takes care of you. You'll hold out hope that the man of your dreams is still out there, and he may very well be. Unfortunately, he views you as nothing more than a slump buster to fill his time between younger and more nubile versions of you. You got a raw deal, ladies, and I feel bad for you, because you're destined to be miserable. You were sold a bad bill of goods by those evil men and women, and it has cost you true happiness. You were never told that a stay-at-home mom is every bit as valuable and important to a nuclear family as the breadwinner, or that your degree doesn't attract men to you in droves. You were told to seize the day, live for the moment, and YOLO. How are you supposed to know what long-term consequences were? Please accept my apology for the unfair lives you have all been born into. Each and every one of you deserves better. Sincerely, Donovan.
Yeah, that was definitely a classic moment in TSR Live, and I'm seeing your comments in the chat. Yeah, dude. I remember I see, because remember, that was actually an episode I did on my first channel, but I think at the time when I did that particular episode, I had like maybe 1,500 subscribers. I didn't have that many subscribers, so it didn't really get that much run. At least not from people that were from the outside. But yeah, man, it was. But I posted it. I actually posted it on this channel, and YouTube was like, nah, fam, we aren't having that. Eon Prasad, dude, relax, calm the fuck down. Jesus fucking Christ. It's available on Patreon. It is available on Patreon. There is absolutely no way. And see, here's the thing. YouTube gave me a community strike for hate speech. And they actually gave me 3 community strikes. They took down my channel. I appealed, and I won one of them. So I didn't get my channel completely axed or taken down. But yeah, YouTube was like, nah, we can't have this. We can't have these. We can't have these. Not gonna happen. No, fuck that. That's how that goes. All right, let me go to my super chats here. Where's my super? There we are. El Borracho, $2. Nonstop Dre 360, $2. He says, keep doing what you do. Love your work. Freelance Ronan with the $5 super chat says, from SoundCloud and all the way to today, TSR in full effect. Absolutely. IK Emmanuel Adu with the $2 super chat says, we need a copy of that letter. You can actually find a copy of that letter on Return of Kings. Hang on a second. An open letter of apology to Western women, Return of Kings. There we are. I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. Here we are. There's a link right there. That episode was actually just a rereading of the article, and I wrote that article. That was back on December 30th of 2014. So, damn, dude, I wrote that letter damn near 6 years ago. So yeah, if you want a copy of that letter, go to the link that I'm providing in the chat. I will be opening up the phone lines a little bit later, and yes, I am doing a Love is Blind breakdown after the show, as usual. And I'll be doing my Love is Blind breakdowns all this week, all next week. Like I said, after today, I'm taking a hiatus to, revamp, renovate, upgrade my studio. Thanks to you guys, I was able to put another $5,000 worth of improvements in the studio. kind of like to pay it forward. All right, excellent. Okay, so now I'm going to play you guys the two most memorable phone calls that I have ever been a part of on the air. The first phone call, that was actually with the original Redman group. This was myself, Anthony Johnson, Rollo Tomasi, Ryan Stone, and Black Label Logic. We were the Redman group OGs. And I still get people asking me if I'm gonna go to Rule Zero. No matter how many times I say no, these guys are you going to Rule Zero? No, I'm not going to Rule Zero. I have my reasons, and I'm not telling you. That's all there is to it. At any rate, there was an attention whore on Twitter by the name of Kitten Holiday. Kitten Holiday is something of she used to be something of a red pill groupie. What Kitten used to do is she used to be all up in our chat, all up in our mentions, tweeting at us and this and that and the other. She thought she was going to be sort of the red pill woman. Oh, look, I know the big dogs of the red pill. I'm in good with Rollo. I'm in good with Richard Cooper and Ryan Stone and Donovan Sharpe and Rollo Tomasi and all those guys, right? And so, you know, she would tweet out red pill truths, obviously truths that she heard from someone or somewhere else. Basically, she was just trying to get in where she fit in. And I called her out for the attention whore that she was. Luis Colon, no sir, timing your ass out. 100%, absolutely, do not do that. Luis, you're out of fucking bounds. You are out of fucking line. Don't you ever call one of my friends a closet simp on my goddamn show. You keep your fucking opinions to yourself. Ryan Stone is a good friend of mine. He's a good man. He's a good red pill guy. I don't want to hear this undercover simp shit. Fuck that. Don't come in here. Hey, check this out. Don't you motherfuckers come in here disrespecting anybody I know. Guys I've signed off on. Don't come in here talking shit about Steve the Dean. Don't talk shit about Anthony Johnson. Don't talk shit about Rollo Tomasi. Don't talk shit about Richard Cooper. Don't talk shit about any of those guys. Fuck that. And for you niggas in here talking about, oh, you sure are nice to those white boys. I don't need them. No, I'm friends with them because I like to be. Like, that's my choice. A lot of you ignorant ass niggas out here talking about, well, man, you sure, ever since the Rollo and Anthony breakup, you sure are nuzzling up to Anthony to make sure Anthony Johnson loved the kid to death. Has nothing to do with my success. I got here because of me. Period. I don't need anybody. I don't need Ryan. I don't need Richard. I don't need any of those guys. Those guys are my fucking friends. Don't you fucking come into my chat, member or not, talking about undercover simps. You can go fuck yourself with that. At any rate, man, that really pisses me off, dude. Anyway. So, Kitten Holiday, she never called into the show, but she was always in the chat on the Redman group. And we would read out some of her chat messages because, you know, she spoke a lot of truth, right? One day, and I knew eventually she was going to try to call in. And I think what her plan was is she wanted to make an appearance, like she wanted to make a live appearance on the phone to be sort of indirectly co-signed on by the Redman group. Oh yeah, Kitten Holiday is our de facto, trusted female. She's our de facto trusted female, blah, 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 blah. Yes, she is signed off on by us. She wanted to ride our coattails. Look at me. I'm signed off on by the Redman group. Well, Devin actually ended up having that distinction because Anthony Johnson made her a mod during a lot of our Redman group lives. Devin was a part. Devin was in. She was in some of those meetings. Like, they trust Devin because I trust Dev. So Kitten really kind of wanted to be where Devin, well, not really is now, because the Redman group and the 21 Studios, it's not quite the same as it used to be. But what she wanted to be signed off on by the Redman group. And I, Donovan Sharpe, cut that shit off at the fucking knees when she called in and I absolutely did not spare her. Take a look and listen.
The second, area code 910. You are on the air. That is North Carolina. Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Welcome.
910, you're on the line. I have a bad feeling about this.
Relax, Donovan. The Civil War's
Knew
over.
it. I knew Kitten was going to call in. I knew it as soon as I saw 910. Here we go.
That's Kitten?
That's Kitten.
Hey.
Hello. What up?
I couldn't really hear exactly what you... Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really hear what you were just talking about, but I wanted to touch on what you were talking about a minute ago, how women self-help communities or help each other out the way men do. And I mean, I've thought about this a lot, and I think part of it is because if you look at most female self-help, it's all empowerment and confidence building. So women attribute all of their personal pain to either some sort of outside force, like being oppressed by men or being oppressed by the patriarchy, or being harmed and being a victim of some outside power, or to just not feeling good about themselves, because our feelings and our emotions are our reality. So if we fix our feelings...
Kitten, sweetheart, get to the point. Get to the point. We got other callers here. Come on.
Okay. So we also see men as the cause and solution of all of our problems. So to actually realize that our behavior and our actions are creating the physical pain, like the physical and emotional pain in our lives, creates a huge amount of cognitive dissonance. Also because everything that we're told by feminism and by society, by the blueprint of society, is that we are flawless and we can do no wrong, and that we're fine, and that if we follow the guidance of feminism, we will not have pain. So it takes a lot of pain in a woman's life to actually realize that it's the message of feminism that might be leading them astray, and personal consequences. But
it's destroying their life.
They love kindly letting you fail. I'll give you that. And it's all about coping.
What's that?
A lot of it's about coping, so I'll go with you on that one.
We are a standalone identity.
Yeah. We're going to drop Kitten
Can I
off.
say one last thing?
No, you got to go. We got to go to the next call. Area code.
That was actually quite funny, because I think, and it's one thing that's very interesting about our detractors, especially like, you know, within the red pill community. We get accused all the time. You aren't who you say you are. You say you talk to women like this, and you check women and this, that, and the other. That's not the way you guys are in real life, right? Now listen, I love my I love my red man group guys, okay? But I was the only motherfucker up there that actually had to put her in her place. I'm like, yo, bitch, like, get the fuck on with it. And oh, by the way, the reason why she claimed she didn't hear what we were talking about is because she wanted to talk about what she wanted to talk about. Kitten didn't call to offer any knowledge. No, Kitten was calling to perform. She wanted to flex her red pill muscle. And I cut that shit off at the fucking knees. And ever since then, she actually has changed her name from Kitten Holiday to Catherine Holiday. And she blocked all the red man guys, because I was the one that shined the light on her bullshit. I'm like, yo, guys, like, Kitten is a fucking groupie. There are no red pill women, guys. There are only red pill groupies. Get the fuck out of here with that. And oh, by the way, she's married. She's married, and she had relations with a certain fellow red pillar, even though she was married. I'm not going to say anybody's name, but I have it on good authority and knowledge that, yes, she's a hoe. She's a hoe. All right, let's go back to the super chats. Mr. Highway, $5, says, sometimes I find myself being attracted to plus-size women. Is this a self-esteem issue, or can a guy just like a biggin? YouTube wouldn't let me say fat. Yeah, that's a self-esteem issue, Mr. Highway. You're not attracted to plus-size women. Nobody is. The only reason why you think you're attracted to plus-size women is because you are currently unable to get women that are not plus-size. You're not able to attract women that are in good shape. You're not able to attract beautiful women. And I'm not trying to pile on to you here. I'm answering the question just like you asked it. What it comes down to is you are attracted to what you know you can get. Nobody ever looks at a fat girl and says, man, I'd really like to fuck her. But there's always 6, 7 niggas come in, man, I like me a big girl. No, you don't. But big girls are the only ones you can fuck. And if big girls are the only ones you can bang, that is absolutely a self-esteem issue. That is absolutely a self-esteem issue, Mr. Highway. Yes, Devin. Oh, yeah. I heard Devin in the other room during that phone call laughing. I was wondering why she was laughing. I was like, is she reading something in the chat? Guys, I had no idea that I was the one on the screen. No idea. I had no fucking clue. And the way Google Hangouts used to work, obviously, is whoever is talking is the one who's on the screen. Now, StreamYards is, now you do like the triple box, the quad box, the sextuple box, whatever the case may be. But I had no idea that I was on camera. That was a classic moment in the Red Man group. I miss the Red Man group, man. I really do. It really, man, when that breakup happened between Anthony and Rolo, man, that shit sucked, dude. It really did. I mean, it really did, dude. Like, dude, the 21 convention for me, it hasn't been the same since the split, man. The best 21 con I ever attended, it was the first one I attended. Like, dude, everybody was there, man. Ryan, Richard, Rolo. I mean, oh, man. Dude, fucking Richard Cooper was there. Pat Campbell was there. Like, that was a lot of fun, man. It like, when I think about that, it makes me kind of sad, man, because that was a lot of fun. Those are the good old days, man. Those are the good old days. Brian Burton said that chick was boring, bro. Sounded like she was trying to put you all through a crap test. Yeah, well, what she was doing is she was performing. Let me perform for the... Let me show them how wise I am as a woman. I'm a woman. I can be with the... Bitch, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. You know you're a hoe. Ace in Spades with the $2 super chat says, I remember the caller that broke down on Red Man group. Yeah, that was after the breakup, but yeah. That was when it was myself, Anthony Johnson, Noah Ravoy, and Stefan Molyneux. Yeah, we were talking about fatherhood. Yeah, the guy called up and he just bawled on the air. That was pretty sad. That was sad. That was very, very sad. Oh, Miami J, yeah, you were there, weren't you? Yeah. Man. I miss, dude, in Miami J, I met Miami J for the first time at that first 21 convention, man. God damn, those are the good old days, man. Dude, I miss the old crew from the Red Man group, man. Nothing lasts forever, right? Nothing lasts forever. On to the next phone call. I've got 2 more clips to play for you guys, and then I will open up the phone lines. This next clip is actually credit to Chase LeBeau. Let me set the scene for you. You guys know all about the girl named Carla, who she was the Puerto Rican single mother who was fucking her ex-con baby daddy while I was in jail. Wouldn't be that big a deal except for the fact that I rented her and her son a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house near downtown Raleigh. I paid for everything. I put the electricity in my name. The cable was in my name. The lease was in my name. Dude, I spent, I can't even think about the money that I spent. Right? I talked about this in, what was this? I talked about this in, what was it? It was Red Pill Awakenings. Red Pill Origins Volume 2. Red Pill Origins Volume 2. That is the story of Carla. You guys can check that out on Patreon. Anyway. So, one morning, I got a phone call from a 919 number, and I was like, this is kind of odd. I don't know anybody else in 919. Then she called again and left a message. I was like, holy shit. So way back in episode 238, I told the guys, hey, dude, like this fucking girl, Carla, that fucking fucked me over, the bitch fucking called me. And we're sitting there, I had been talking about it throughout the episode. It was unbelievable. Well, I got the crazy idea to actually give her a call back and play the call on the air. It was totally ad-lib, and guys, the phone call could not have gone any fucking better. It couldn't have gone any crazier. All the marks of hypergamy were there. She asked if I have any kids. She asked if I had any kids, obviously because she was thinking maybe I can still get in good with this guy. No, you fucking fat ass. The fuck out of here. Anyway, without further ado, here is the phone call that I made to Carla What was this? Dude, this was a little over 2 years ago. Take a look and listen.
Chase LeBeau says, yo, what the fuck is she calling for? You want to know something, man? I might just fucking call this chick back. God, I wish I had a sound mixer. I would totally fucking clown this bitch. I wonder if I can't pull this shit off. Hang on a second. I'm going to do an experiment, man. Hold on. This is going to be a TSR first. I'm going to put her on speakerphone. You guys have to let me know if you can hear her. Okay? I'm going to call her up. And by the way, this bitch is Puerto Rican. She sounds black. Can you guys hear the phone ringing? Shh. Not going to tell her we're on air.
Hello?
Hey. What's up?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Oh, not too much. Just kind of doing my thing. Got my own show.
You got your own show?
Yep.
Doing what? Congratulations, but doing what?
Yeah, you know, I talk about women, dating, etc., etc.
You got talk shows giving advice about dating and women?
Not to women, to men.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I gotta see that.
You got a what?
I gotta see it.
Oh no! You definitely do not want to watch my show for sure. Well, first of all, you have to pay for it, so it's like paid content and stuff like that.
Why wouldn't you want me to see it?
I mean, I don't give a shit whether you watch it or not. I'm just saying, like, women don't like my show. You don't strike me as the type of woman who would like the kind of stuff I talk about. So anyway, how's dating?
He's doing fine. How you been?
I've been good.
I had thought you had sent me a message, and I thought it was you. But then I
No.
called this number, and you answered, so I don't know who the number is.
No. Whoever sent you... No. Well, hold on. Whoever sent you the message definitely was not me.
And it was a Nevada number. I don't know what it was about.
A lot of people live in Nevada.
Yeah, well, you're the only one I know that lives over there.
Well, I mean, listen, you can say whatever you want. Definitely wasn't me. I was in there doing my show.
I mean, it wasn't now.
When was it?
Hold on.
So you said the message was this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that definitely wasn't me.
I mean, it doesn't...
Yeah, I don't even have your number in my phone. So, yeah, so how you been? How's Melissa? How's Nicole?
Don't fuck with Nicole.
What happened?
Melissa, right? She killed my father.
Johnny?
I mean, she didn't directly kill him, but her actions and her maltreatment and her neglect is what led to my father's death.
How's Destiny?
Fucked up, high all the time. I don't know. Same old. I don't fuck with him.
Damn. Is she still with Alex?
Pretty much.
God damn. How's your mom?
She's okay.
Good. Melissa, how's she doing? Now, Melissa just had a 4th kid, right?
Mm-hmm. 2 years ago.
God damn, time flies. So her first kid was with Machi, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then her second 2 kids were with Aaron, and then her 4th kid was with the guy from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
No, I'm doing good. Go to medical school.
Oh, medical school.
Working. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you looking to do with that?
For my career as a nurse.
Okay, there you go. You know, nurses make a lot of money.
Yeah, we usually do. We don't get paid enough, though, but we do make good money.
Right. I got you. I'm with you.
I'm getting ready to go back into nursing now.
Oh, you're getting ready to go back into nursing?
I resigned a year ago. Took a year off.
Oh, you took a year off.
I'm getting ready to go back.
Okay. Why'd you take a year off?
I needed a break.
Yeah, I guess we all do at some point, right? You know what's funny? I was actually just thinking about do you remember the house that I rented for you near downtown Raleigh, the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house? Yeah. It was funny. I was actually talking to my friend the other day about the fact that you remember I left your house that one day and I got pulled over and I got locked up for a week. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
It's some crazy shit, right?
That was crazy. I think he was going to the store or something.
No.
He wasn't even supposed to be gone long. He was just like supposed to be coming right back.
Yeah, well,
And,
you know how those Raleigh cops are, man. They get behind you. That was all she wrote.
Yeah. So how you been doing? Any kids yet?
Shit. Bitch. Do I have any kids? Fuck wrong with you? Player for life. No.
So I'm curious. Tell me about your show. What do you talk about?
I talk about how women ain't shit.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, listen. No, of course I'm not talking about you. Like, obviously, you're very, very different from most women in a lot of ways. Right? Like, you understand that, right?
I mean, it's kind of hard. Like, I'm your ex-girlfriend, and then he just came out with that. Wait a minute. Am I different? Do I fall in the same category to you?
No. I mean, obviously, I'm very, very different from who you like. Like, I'm very different from who I used to be. Like, obviously, right? But like when I'm talking, but when I talk about women ain't shit, like I'm not talking about women like you. Like I want you to understand that you are the exception to the rule.
Well, thank you. I think that was a compliment.
Yeah, you know how it is. All right, well, look, I gotta go. I got shit to take care of. My girl's actually gonna be taking me out to dinner here in a little bit. So,
congratulations.
For what?
You said you got a
girlfriend. You're congratulating me for a girlfriend, right? Yeah. I was a dude. I oh my god, I used to be such a fucking loser. This is unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Why do you think he was a loser?
Oh, good god. Don't get me started. All right, I'm gonna run. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Wow. Yo, that was TSR gold. That shit, dude. I still can't believe it went off like that. Like, not only did her true nature go right to the surface, she didn't, and I was running a real risk. She could have said my real name on the air. Like, she knows what my real name is. She said it not one time. That could not have gone any better. That could not have gone any better. Dude, Carla is, she is the most raggedy fucking hood rat ghetto ass bitch. Unbelievable. She said, congratulations. You said you got a girlfriend. The bitch congratulated me for having a girlfriend. Then you heard her fishing. So you got any kids yet? Yeah, translation. Do you have any financial anchors? Can you still take care of me like you tried to back in the day? Oh my god. That was, a beyond classic moment in TSR life history. That was way back at episode 238. That was over 2 years ago. I still can't believe it went off like that. One of the crazier things that's ever happened on the show. Okay. All right, Brian Porter, $5 says, thanks for everything, Donovan. You, Rich, and Joker saved my life. Thank you. I appreciate that. Amar Kirmani says, when I see overweight women walking in front of of their men at Walmart's, my heart bleeds. It's hard to learn right and hardest to unlearn wrong. Yeah, I haven't been to a Walmart in probably maybe 4 years. Like, I don't go to Walmart. I do not go to Walmart. I do not go to Walmart. So, but you're very right. You're very right. Playboy Hitch Jr. with the $10 super chat says, thank you for this joy. Dude, I swear to God, man, that phone call warms my heart. You want to know why? You want to know why that phone call is a seminal moment? Because that is, like, I got an opportunity to talk to a woman who clearly took advantage of me. Carla was girl number 2. Or, I'm sorry, she was girl number 2 in the Fantastic Four that led me to the red pill. Like, at that point, my life was wonderful, and she was probably living with somebody. Dude, Carla never had a place of her own. She was always living with somebody, living with her boyfriend, fucking somebody's man. It was always something with her. She never ever got, she could never get on her feet. And now I'm 5 years older than she is, so she's 37. Ay. Whew, man, oh man. Eon P with the $2 Canadian says, Don be doing damage. Appreciate that. Ace and Spades wants to know, how did you come up with your name? That is a very interesting question that I've never been asked before, so I will share that with you. I came up with the name Donovan. Well, the first reason why I thought of the name Donovan Sharpe is because when I wrote for Return of Kings, I wrote under the pseudonym Sharpshooter. This is because I loved guns, and this explains why my logo is crosshairs. This logo is actually designed by Miami J. Miami J designed the new TSR logo. I think I have the classic TSR logo around here somewhere, but you can find it on Return of Kings. So anyway, Roosh, a few years back, was like, hey, listen, I want everybody to come up with a first and last name for a pseudonym, right? A first and last name, as a pseudonym, so that the website can look a little bit more legit. Because we had guys in there called Toothmosis. One guy called himself Runs on Magic. Another guy calls him, it was just a bunch of crazy zany names. So I understood why Roosh wanted to sort of maybe upgrade, the writing quality. There was one guy, his name was, he called himself Kentucky Slayer. He ended up calling himself Blair Nasso. Toothmosis became Toothmosis Sinafra, etc., etc. My guy was fucking Aviator. That dude was fucking savage. Anyway, so I figured, okay, I need to come up with at least a 3-syllable name and a 1-syllable last name, because anytime something about, they always put the multiple syllable name first and then the 1-syllable name last. Like there was a show called Franklin and Bash, the fathers of DNA, Watson and Crick, Lewis and Clark. It just there was a show called Remington Steele, right? Like it was all like a multiple syllable first name and a 1-syllable last name seemed to carry a lot more weight. So I said, okay, I need to come up with a really cool name that really sort of hits hard. It was actually going to be between 2 names. I was either going to go with Ethan or I was going to go with Donovan, and Donovan just sounded better. The last name, the Sharpe last name, is actually an homage to my English teacher in high school. She is the reason that I have exemplary writing skills. She saw that I had a little bit of talent, and I was in AP English. Yes, I was a brainiac. And she pushed me hard. I fucking hated it, but she made me a very good writer. Her name, of course, was Mrs. Sharpe. That is how I came up with the name Donovan Sharpe. So there you go. Excellent. Luis Colon says, hangs his head in shame. My bad. With the $25 super chat. No problem. No problem. No problem at all. So just punched myself in the dick. I should shut the fuck up on my false assumptions. My bad. You know, it's interesting. Ryan Stone also, he likes to say, don't step on your own dick. Don't step on your own dick. Yeah. Wow, JB84 says, I never took an AP class in high school. I later on went to get 2 masters and a doctorate. Yeah. I was a decent writer in high school, but my senior year when Mrs. Sharpe got a hold of me, like, oh my God. So I wanted to give her a little bit of credit because dude, one of the main reasons I'm a good writer now is because of Mrs. Sharpe, 100%. So my name is sort of paying homage to her. Okay, and now I'm going to play you guys the last and final clip from the best of TSR Live. And this one stars a former patron, a former supporter by the name of Tony. And he didn't spell it Tony. He spelled it Thony. And we kind of stumbled upon the conversation about sexually transmitted diseases. We were talking about, hey man, I'm fortunate never to have had an STD. I've been irresponsible, blah, 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 blah. Well, Tony was in the chat, blowing up the chat. Well, I've never had an STD, but I came totally close once, and he wasn't really making any sense. And so he kept going back and forth. He's like, dude, I nearly caught an STD, but I never touched her. And I'm like, well, if you never touched her, how did you almost catch an STD? And I'm doing the math on the air, and I'm like, wait a minute. If you never touched her, but you almost caught an STD, and I remember a couple of chats earlier, it said something about herpes, and I was like, oh shit. Did Tony eat the booty? So this is what this is by far and away the most fun I have ever had on the air. This was and oh, by the way, it was actually the last episode that I shot in that particular studio. You guys know that I have moved now twice, well, 3 times since I started my show. Started off in Reno, moved to Philly, and I've moved 2 times. So this was actually the first real decent looking studio. I had the bricks in the background and all that stuff. But so now here's the thing. Tony ended up hating my ass, dude. He sent me a bunch of fucking hate mail. You're a fucking clown. I don't support fucking, what did he say? I don't support clowns. I don't support this. Like, this dude was mad as fuck. And you want to know something? I don't blame him. If I were Tony, I'd have been mad too. That's why I didn't really clap back when he started talking shit about me in the comments. That was back when I used to read the comments. I was like, all right, you know what, Tony? All right, I had that coming. It's almost like when you cheat on a girl and she finds out and she fucking she's throwing shit at you. She's trying to hit you in the face. I don't get mad because I understand you're hurt, you're upset, and I know you're going to be sucking my dick later on that night anyway, right? That's kind of how it was with Tony. I was like, you know what? I understand he's upset. He's pissed off. I kind of humiliated that dude. So without further ado, in my estimation, one of the greatest moments in TSR history was Tony eating the booty. Here we go. As I never touched her. Tony, like, keep it real. Did you eat the booty? I think Tony ate the booty. Tony, did you eat the booty? Like, for real. Like, listen, it's just me and you, man. Like, you can be honest with me. Right? It's just us. If you ate the booty, I'm not gonna, I mean, it's not something I would do. I'm just saying. Like you said, you got lucky, right? So, you said you never touched her. Did you eat the booty? I'm fucking with you, Tony. Listen. I hope you didn't eat the booty, man. Listen. I know there are a lot of guys who have their sexual kinks. It's all good, man. I'm not judging. Like, dude, I know people with foot fetishes. I know people who do the whips and shit. Listen, hey, whatever floats your boat. If eating the booty is something you like to do, hey, man, like, I'm not mad at you. Not something I would do, but I'm not mad at you. But that's some funny shit. Yo, I had my girl over last night, man. I ate the booty and everything. Ray Bresalero says he ate it. All right. The TSR jury is now in session. The TSR court is now in question. Tony H., you hereby stand accused of eating the booty. So I need the TSR jury to tell me, is he guilty of eating the booty or is he not guilty? TSR jury, if you have a wrench, you are a TSR juror. Is Tony H guilty? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Guilty or not guilty? Tony says he's not guilty. Oh, Mike Oxball says not guilty. Okay, all right. So we got 1 and 1. Joey Block says he sucked on that shit. Mr. E says he ate it like some nachos. Said he made a plea. He made a plea. St. Cloud says guilty, sentence into life without parole. Carnut, quadruple 8. Haven't seen you in here in a while. Says, what is the evidence? The Dirty Sanchez, that's the delivery people telling me that they are delivering my brand new couch set on Saturday. Ray B says he is guilty. All right, Tony, listen, man. Everybody thinks you're guilty. What's the defense? What's the defense? Because you said you had a story. You didn't catch the herpes, but you said you never touched her. So I need to know. Yo. T21 Surfer says he definitely threw some tongue darts in there. Winston Wolf says he digested that chocolate starfish. He's a Nacho Daddy. Myron Gaines says guilty as fuck. Oh, man. RP Mama, Red Pill Mama says he took too long to deny it. Guilty. Sharpe Assist is dying laughing. Oh, look, it is not, Tony is not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Like, real talk, like, I think he ate the booty. I think he did. I think he did. Listen, if you ate the booty, Tony, like, there's no shame in that, right? Like, some dudes like to eat the booty. I'm not one of the... Oh, here we go. He says, but trust me, it's a crazy story. But in short, she was basically trying to get it from me, but came in the next day with a bump on her lip. Oh my God. Game Ward says he swallowed a gallon of female chowder. Ooh. Winston Wolf says these kangaroo courts need to be regular. Hell yeah, dude. Lionson says if he didn't touch her, how does she know? All right. So here's his defense. It's a crazy story. In short, she was trying to basically get it from me. She wanted the pipe, but she came in the next day with a bump on her lip. So here's a question. Here's a question, Tony. You said she came in the next day with a bump on her lip. What happened the previous day? What happened the previous day, Tony? How did you know that she was was she literally trying to get it from you, or was she basically trying to get it from you? And you said that she came in the next day with a bump on her lip. I'm here to tell you, Tony, herpes doesn't just come out of nowhere. Herpes don't come out of nowhere, Tony. I don't know, man. It's looking more. Listen. Like, listen. I'm on your side, Tony. I want you to be an innocent man, but I don't know. I think Tony ate the booty. Oh, Mike Oxmall says file a motion for some Valtrax. Oh my God, Mike, you're in contempt. You're in contempt. Order of the court. Oh my God. He says, oh, I'm innocent. Trust me, I've reached the verdict. We, the jury, and of course, Judge Donovan Sharpe, find the defendant guilty of eating that ass. Anytime you say, oh, I'm innocent, trust me, bruh, that is a dead giveaway. Tony, my friend, you are hereby found guilty of EDB. Well, what's EDB, Donovan? Eating that booty. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, man. Oh my God. Woo. Oh man, my stomach hurts. Yo, that was yo, I swear to God, man. Every time I watch that shit, it just, oh my goodness. Woo, boy, that was Oh my God, that was one of the craziest. That was one of the. So you see why Tony sent me and I never responded to the hate mail, right? Like I never clapped back at him because I understood why he was mad, right? He said I don't support bums. All right, man, I ain't mad at you. Man. We went in on that nigga for 8 minutes, man, and I gave him a chance, guys. I tried to be the fair and impartial judge, but he could never straight up tell us that he didn't eat the booty. Like I kept saying, and that's the part that I cut out. I was like, yo, Tony, like, I gave you plenty of chances. I said, hey, did you eat the booty or did you not eat the booty? And he would never say, I didn't eat the booty. So Tony was found guilty of EDB. No, there has not been an appeal. There probably won't be an appeal. Woo, my God. Man, oh man. Well, that was crazy. That was the craziest shit. Man, that was funny. Woo, God damn, my stomach hurts. All right. 110 Jesse with the €10 super chat. Says, Don, you often say you're not here for entertainment, but education. Gotta say, you're doing it both always. Today seems to be a special on comedy. This is a really great show. Can't wait for episode 700. Appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of guys say that, and I don't try to be funny. Like, I'm not trying to be a funny, entertaining guy. Maybe it's just my delivery. But every once in a while, man, if somebody, you know, if I find it necessary to, you know, go there, then yeah. Yeah, man. S-Man says, definitely need another Donovan Sharpe AMS connection. No, Alpha Male Strategies doesn't do collabs anymore. I actually reached out to him about a year ago, and he was like, nah, I don't do collabs anymore. And what, you know, there was an incident between I understood why, but I'll just leave it at that. So that's all that was. Playboy Hitch Jr. said EDB. But I'll be great. $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Dude, that was the funniest thing. In my opinion, that was the funniest thing I had ever been a part of. Like, dude, oh my God. Anytime I'm in a bad mood or I'm just feeling down or feeling blue, yo, I'll just play that. I'm like, keep it real, Tony. Did you eat the booty? I think you ate the booty. My day lights up after that. 100%. 100%, man. Oh my God. Okay, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna take your phone calls on the other side of the break. Have you ever wondered how women always get away with lying and never seem to get caught? Ever been dumped or served divorce papers out of the blue without warning? Have you ever been completely blindsided by the shocking discovery of your wife or girlfriend's cheating? Of course you have. We all have. Hi, I'm Donovan Sharpe, and I have a lifetime of experience with women. Some experiences were great, others, not so much. I've been cheated on, lied to, taken advantage of, you name it, it's happened to me. Most men these days are completely clueless about how women communicate. As men, we tend to communicate overtly, meaning we say what we mean, and we mean what we say. Women, on the other hand, communicate covertly, which means what they say and what they mean are often two very different things, and therein lies the problem. It's much more difficult to understand covert communication. And because women communicate covertly, it is often challenging, if not impossible, to read between the lines and decipher what they're really telling us. And guess what? Women know this. Worse yet, they know we don't know. And because of this, it is very easy for them to lie to, deceive, mislead, and manipulate us. So now the question is, how do we crack the code? How can we learn to decipher what women are really telling us so we can act accordingly? On May 1st, I will answer these questions when I release my signature course, Womanese 101, What She Says versus What She Means. As someone who's fluent in womanese, if you will, I will teach you how to interpret the statements women make. Not only will being fluent in womanese make you much better with women, it will drastically reduce the odds of being taken advantage of by them. Everything from what they say in relationships, how they tell us they aren't interested in a sexual relationship, to how they'll tell us they're cheating on us, I will translate over 100 of the most common phrases that women use to mislead and deceive men. Like any man, I've had my share of heartbreak and frustrations with women. Probably a lot more than most if I'm being honest. But what these terrible experiences taught me was that you can never take what a woman says at face value. Remember, women communicate covertly, so what they say is almost never exactly what they mean. Never before has a course been created that gives men the raw, honest, and difficult truth about what women really mean when they tell us things, until now. Womanese 101 will give you the ability to translate what women are really saying with shocking accuracy. Plus, having this skill has utility outside of dating and relationships. This will help you at work, on social media, at church, and even with family and friends. The possibilities are endless. From young hot girls to divorcees to cougars, you will always know what women are really telling you. Separate yourself from 97% of men by acquiring the superpower of translating female communication on May 1st with Womanese 101. Sign up now to be notified of its release. The link is in the description. I gotta get that fixed. Welcome back to the show. Thank you guys for sticking around. Yes, that is the long promo, the long promotional video for Womanese 101, what she says versus what she means. I gotta get that edited because the custom drawing I got, I was white. I should have been gray to connote that I was black, but we'll get that worked out. I paid the guy a shitload of money for that, so he will absolutely, positively have absolutely no issue with correcting that for me. Pimped Out Geese, $5 super chat says, "Gotta stop making me laugh. I'm trying to work out. Good stuff. Tony, you guilty, boy." Yeah, Tony was guilty. Tony was guilty at EDB. I was trying to tell you guys. The Practical Stoic says, Now that I think about back in my ignorant blue pill days, I would clap cheeks raw, and every time those thoughts would say finish in them. Be careful, gentlemen. Sup, Don? Great show. My tuition. Appreciate that. The Practical Stoic. Practical Stoic makes appearances in here quite frequently. 914-205-5356 is the number to call.
Chase LeBeau says, yo.
Hold up.
What the fuck?
Sorry about that. Yep. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get in on the show. Let's go to area code 973. Area code 973 are on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay. 973, are you there? Okay. I guess 973 is... I think that might have been Greg in New Jersey. He's having some issues lately. All right, let's try this again. Let's go to area code 571. Area code 571. You're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, hey Donovan. This is Dominic God in Atlanta.
What's going on, man?
I'm doing good. So I had a couple of questions for you.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
600 shows. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, all right, gotcha. All right, go ahead.
So I wanted to ask a couple of questions about the spreadsheet idea you gave me. I noticed that I've been trying to do a timeline on when I first found the red pill. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to make sure that, like in my future dealings with stuff like that, like, you know, getting my financial outlook impeccable, my body and all those different other kind of things. There's just a little bit things that I'm lost on. How to translate that into the working world.
Okay.
To make it so that way I can transition to my own business.
Okay. And so your question is, how do you, in terms of the spreadsheet thing you're talking about?
Yeah, in terms of the spreadsheet, because I'm not the greatest writer in the world or anything like that.
Right,
I just want to know exactly the formula that you would use in the spreadsheet to keep track of how to kind of, I guess, have a better, what is that? I want to say daily schedule.
Okay.
I guess I would say, like, what I do first. What's the next thing to do? Like, I just woke up from the red pill. What do I do next? What do I do next? How do I kind of get a timeline going for that?
Yeah. This is actually very simple. I did a video a long time ago, and I don't think it's on YouTube. But it was called, I think it was I think it might have been a red line that I did with Steve the Dean and Rollo. It's called surviving your first year as a red pillar. And the first thing I always tell guys to do after you find the red pill, the first thing you need to do is to go into what we call monk mode. That's exactly right. Get off the grid, stop watching porn, stop playing video games, stop watching television, spend at least 2 hours a day outside for go for a hike, go for a jog, go for a run, do push-ups outside, whatever the case may be. Hit the gym at least an hour and a half to 2 hours per day. Obviously, you want to take breaks so your muscles develop and all that stuff. But the most important thing is you need to consume red pill content. You need to consume red pill content every single day. The typical monk mode is 90 days. In 90 days, if you quit porn, if you stop playing video games, if you stop watching TV, you spend at least 2 hours a day outside, rain or shine, okay? You're hitting the gym at least an hour and a half to 2 hours per day. You're consuming red pill content. In 90 days, you will be a completely different person. Don't hang out with your friends. Don't hang out with your friends. Don't chase women. Girls aren't going anywhere. What you're going to want to do, and I wouldn't really I wouldn't recommend a timeline for this. What I would do is I would go to Google Calendar and I would put like certain goals. Okay, in 2 weeks, I want to be 3 pounds lighter. In 2 weeks, I want to add 10 or 15 pounds to my 1 rep max on my bench press. In terms of your timeline, as far as what your goals are, only you can really determine what that is. So now let me ask you a question. What are some of the things that motivate you? When you come out of monk mode, what's going to make you happy as a man? What would you be doing with your life if money was not an issue?
Oh, well, if I was, I would definitely do much more traveling.
Okay.
I do much more traveling. I think I would be at the gun range more often. So if I wasn't, and then, but travel is basically what it is. I just always like to travel. I like to see new things, be new places, and things of that nature. So that would be the most important thing. How do I stop the kind of, like, let's just say, because I feel like I'm trying to do that, but everything is out of order. Like, I'm doing it out of order. Like, you know what I mean? I'll stop watching TV and go to the gym and do all that stuff. But I think I'm just doing it out of order because I'm, like, doing it all from memory.
Yeah, you need to create. Listen, you need to create a schedule for yourself. 5 o'clock a.m. I wake up, right? 5 o'clock a.m. I wake up. I wake up, down some coffee, go for a walk. Go for a 1 hour walk, jog, run. You don't have to go out there and make yourself tired. Spend an hour outside right after you get up. So now you're back at the house. Was at 5, going on 6:30. So now you're back at the house at 6:30. Now you're gonna eat breakfast. Read something red pill, spend an hour doing that, then head to the gym, spend an hour and a half there. What you'll need to do is you're going to need to create a daily schedule for yourself. Because if you're doing it all from memory, you're just freelancing. No shade on freelance Ronin, but you don't want to be all willy-nilly. You have to have a plan. And listen, I actually heard this when I was a kid. I'm sure a lot of people have. People never plan to fail. They fail to plan. You have to have a daily schedule, and you need to stick to that schedule. That's the best thing. That's the most sound advice that I can give you. You have to have a plan and stick with it. Good question. Very, very good question. Devin says, schedule creates discipline. Yeah. Devin's not very disciplined. This is why she creates lists for herself. Good observation there. Let me see if I can get Greg back on. Greg, you're on live at Donovan. Do you have me? Damn. I can't get... Something's going on. Greg, something's going on with your phone, man. I don't know what's happening. Let's go to area code 347. Area code 347, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's your boy Algol from New York. It's good day.
Hey, what's going on, Algo? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. I just wanted to share a little bit more of my red pill journey, and it's very apt that you talked to Homeboy about what he should do.
Yeah.
When he first found the red pill, I approach it a little differently because I look at it from like a real academic standpoint.
Okay.
Looking at the rational male, like when I read it and I, really internalized some of the things, I realized one of the first things I actually realized is like, yo, I'm a good-looking dude.
Okay.
Right? I got a lot of female attention of those then like I really internalized and I started acting on it, like I put my head higher, just, stood erect and shit like that, and like women started just responding to me in droves. And one of the things I wanted to bring up one of my failures, a recent failure actually.
Okay.
So, a girl I've been talking to, pretty little Asian girl, and we've been going at it, sweet nothings. She's sending me nudes, we on quarantine, whatever. So one night she calls me up and she's kind of like breaking down. She's like, "Oh, Cody, I feel like you don't really like me, so on and so forth." I'm like, "All right, it is what it is." And I did the thing, and my mind saw the signal, right? Said, "Don't give in to this." But I was like, you know what?
Right.
I need to see where failure to adhere to the rules, what results to it, right?
Right.
So I comforted her. I was like, yeah, no, I like you. Come on, I wouldn't be here. Simp 1000. And lo and behold, Donovan, the next day, her affect changed.
Oh, wow.
Like clockwork.
See that?
Like when I tell you like clockwork, she became cold, distant, and I was just like, hey, what's up? I even called her out on it. I was like, yo, since yeah, ever since I told you, you've been mad distant. She's like, oh no,
fucking bitch,
just that and the other. I'm like, yeah. I was like, very good. Right? In my mind, I'm just like, very good. You were a plate that was willing to stop spinning, just to test, just to learn. And it was very, very interesting. But I haven't been able to call in a lot. I haven't been able to tune in a lot. But I've been taking in red pill content every day. I've been listening to a lot of old Tom Likas recording.
Oh yeah,
and
Tom
Likas
is very, very good. Very, very good red pill. Very, very good red pill content. He's almost like a naturally red pill guy.
Yeah. The other thing too that I've been doing, because again with the quarantine, so I'll reach out to some people via my
90 seconds
Facebook Lives, and I'll drop little bits of red pill truth here and there, and I got people vibing with it. I got people really vibing with it. And I had one homeboy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's usually pretty tough to do, man. You hear people say all the time, hey, don't talk about the red pill. Trying to red pill people is not a very wise thing to do, but listen, if you can get away with it, and listen,
60 seconds.
Guys are going to come at you. Guys are definitely going to come at you with questions if they question your lifestyle. So, thanks for the call, Algo. Let's go to area code 251. Area code 251. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's going on, Donovan? It's the pool dork down in Mobile, Alabama.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Got off a little early today, and so I'm doing some yard work.
Good
Forgive
stuff.
me if I'm out of breath. But, man, your callers are doing great, dude. They've got advice. Y'all are doing fantastic. But I got two things.
Okay.
The first thing is about Carla. Man. And, dude, the attitude and the way she approached that conversation that you played in your earlier video, your earlier clip.
Yeah.
Man, I think all of us have experienced a woman like that.
Yes.
And, that's universal. And it just opened my eyes to really see that, it's not just me that went through it. But the second thing I got is next time you say EDB, I'm going to think bodega. Because you eat it and you regret it later.
Yes. Oh, wow. Very good. Oh,
yeah.
God, that's gross. Oh, Jesus Christ.
For us in the South, it's a little bit different. It's more like gas station burrito.
Right.
For you guys up north, it's bodega.
Yes.
So I don't know, man. I just had to throw a little humor your way, and I appreciate you, man. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely, man. The Pool Dork checking in from Mobile, Alabama. I've actually been to Mobile, Alabama. Not a bad place. I try not to go to Alabama too often. I don't know, as a black man, you know. But the Pool Dork's a good dude. Pool Dork's a good dude. Area code 469, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What up, Donovan? It's Doug from Dallas.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Good, man. Say, this show just goes down in history. Man, you put together an awesome show. Can't wait to see what you got for us for 600.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun putting these together. I just wanted to do sort of a hodgepodge, sort of an homage, just to kind of look back at episode numbers 1 through 599, and of course, those of you who haven't seen some of my past content, just kind of give you guys sort of a glimpse in the past.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna hold you long, man. It seems like just when you think you've learned everything, because I digest this red piece daily. The thing is, it's always something new to the game.
Yes.
And when I tell you, you describe my ex in every single episode, damn near every episode. So it's just amazing. So, got the COVID thing going on, the courts are basically suspended until we get up from under this to finalize my divorce.
Right.
So when I meet up with her to exchange the kids, it's still just little times we have to, interact with each other, which I wish it wasn't at all. But the things that's revealing themselves is just like what happened with your with the caller Carla.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said, I agree with damn near everything you said, but I know you said you don't believe in karma, but that was a description of karma coming back on her because she's reflecting, dang, she know what she did wrong to you. That's why she was calling you back to see if she still
it's
got
interesting.
It. Now
it's interesting you say that, man. I've actually thought about that.
The thing about it, people like to say karma too much because it's only a select few that actually get to visualize it. Because the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna ultimately get back returned to you. It might not be in the time that the person you did wrong can see it, or like your situation where you actually experience, damn, this is so fulfilling because bitch, you fucked up.
Right.
A lot of times it happens, and we don't even see it.
You're right.
It most definitely does happen, but we don't see it. Now, in closing, with this COVID situation, she already was not working beforehand. And little $1,200 stimulus ain't gonna do shit.
Nah.
And then what people don't realize that they're gonna take it out your income tax next year.
Ooh.
You think they're gonna stop the economy? You think they're gonna stop the economy, stop the government from making money and just give out money? No, they're gonna make that on the back end. You gotta read the fine print.
They're gonna be taxing that ass later on, right?
Exactly. So now it's situations where we get the kids 1 week on, 1 week off, and she's just acting like we're together. I think you just said that yesterday. One of your callers came in. They say they don't want you or need you, but then they asking you for shit.
Yeah, of course.
And you said women are the walking contradiction.
Yes, so they are.
It's amazing to see everything that you put out. It happens in real time, just every day with thousands of men, and there's no denying it. And when you put it in their face, all they do is get loud, yell, walk away, and just want to end the conversation because they know you're hitting them with nothing but logic. So I just want to say, monumental episode.
Appreciate
you are saving lives every single day, and everything you say plays out in real life, and there's no denying. So take it easy, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, man. Dub in Dallas. Appreciate the phone call. Yeah, man, we got a lot of $1,200 hoes out here running around. Bitch got $1,200 in their pockets all of a sudden. Now you can't tell them shit. And good and damn well they're gonna spend all that little money in what? A week? Week and a half? Bitches blowing up Amazon. Now they got got a little change in their pocket. Now you can't tell them shit. Well, that $1,200 is gone. They're going to be hitting you up for that toilet paper. I can tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. All right, let's go to area code 413. Area code 413 on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, man, this is Mike, man. This is your favorite troll, Mr. Puerto Rico himself.
Oh, wow. Holy shit, dude. I haven't heard. Listen, I haven't heard from you in forever. But let me ask you something here real quick, Mike. The weird thing is you're not black or white. You sound like you're Hispanic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Where were you? Were you raised in New York?
I gotta ask you something.
Okay, what's up?
Nah, man, I'm a mess. How you talking all this stuff about going to Alabama, man, you being black? You're getting there white yourself, my brother. You get a pass, man.
So I'd get a pass.
White yourself, man.
I'd get a pass in Alabama.
Absolutely.
I'd get a pass in Alabama because I'm a white boy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you light skin, man. You good.
You know what? I think you might be right. Listen, as soon as I cross Alabama, you know what I hear? I hear this.
Oh man, hey.
I haven't heard from Mike in a while. Like, dude, that dude used to call me up and troll me all the goddamn time, and the dude was Puerto Rican. Or he's Hispanic or somebody. This nigga used to call me up talking about Coon. I haven't heard from him since goddamn two studios ago. And the dude really, I don't know. I can't figure out, like, I remember when he first started calling, there was a genuine disdain for me. But, Mike, things are a little bit different now, aren't they? Things are a little bit different. You see, the studio is a little bit tighter. I got a few more subscribers. Yeah. Yep, that's what happens when you get that hate. Let me play that one more time.
Oh man, hey.
That's the best Ice-T clip ever. Let's go to area code 818. Area code 818. You're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Devin Johnson, and I'm calling from Venice, California.
Hey, Devin, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing really good, Donovan. I just have to say that I found you literally on January 1st this year, and you really helped me explain the last 20 years of my life.
Wow.
At the first of this year, I got off alimony, and I stopped paying child support at the first of this year.
Oh, shit.
So my life is like ahead of me, and I like how you always say that if you're 40 years old and you got your stuff together, that you're basically 10 years younger.
That's right. That's right.
So when I hear this from you, I get a sense of pride that going forward in my life, that all my past has brought me to a point where I can do something more in my life, because like you said many times, my sexual market value is now going up.
Oh yes.
And my career right now is very solid. I'm single and I'm loving it, and I'm ingesting everything that you say like magic, and it speaks to like you talk from your nuts. And
yep.
I like it.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I just want to. Well, the thing is I've been through this stuff. Like, there are a lot, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of guys, Devin, on YouTube and the internet and all that. You can tell the difference between guys who have actually lived it and guys who have just watched a bunch of videos, right? But there's something to be said about a man who's got some battle scars. To me, those men have the most credibility. So I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, just speaking of last, I want to say that keep pushing the red pill knowledge in other men. Like a lot of men, I made a lot of mistakes early. I had a kid when I got out of prison at 20, and then I ended up messing that up. Long story. And then I got married at 20. I got married at 25 and got divorced at 32.
Wow.
So like, I went through a whole lot of episodes and with court dates, women, a lot of things. And then now at 40 years old, I'm free. And
good shit, man.
I didn't realize that I was getting red pill knowledge from my father and my grandfather earlier on that kept me through this. Because through all of this, I never got out of shape. I always kept my mind right. I kept studying. I kept believing that once this cloud over, like once my son turned 18, then I have a chance to get my full money back and a chance to survive in this life. And right now, I have a sense of pride knowing that I have entered into a group of men that are going forward with understanding that our power in this world, and the way you speak and the way you nurture everybody, from like the 17-year-old boy you were talking to a couple of days ago to the grown men you talked to today. You're helping a lot of us. You're taking us out of the darkness of being lost, and keep up the good work, man. I am a fan, a big fan, and I wish I could red pill more men, but I also know the cost of that. But thank you, man. Thank
Absolutely,
you so much.
man. Thanks for the call, Devin. Devin in Venice, California. Yeah, you can tell Devin. You can tell Devin's seen some shit. You can tell Devin's been through some shit. But there's something to be said about a man who walks through the fire and he can tell the tale. Hey, listen, man, my life was X, Y, and Z. I made mistakes, but I rose through it all. Wow, good phone call, man. I like getting calls like that, man. I like to know that I'm actually out here making a difference. All right, last call of the day. Let's go to area code 817. Area code 817. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is Kenneth in Fort Worth. How are you, sir?
Hey, doing good. How you doing?
Doing good. Haven't called in a bit.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
Glad to see your numbers. Glad to see your numbers are going up to 60K now. Over
yeah,
60K.
Man. Well,
that's really good.
Well, the thing is I don't think YouTube is going to let me get to 100,000 subscribers. If they do, I'll be surprised. But listen, we'll see. We'll see how that works. That's why I'm doing other things to sort of take the show offline with events and seminars and things like that. But that's neither here nor there.
I can't believe they took that one down on hate speech. That's ridiculous. That was a hilarious parody, and that was
Swear to God. Yep, they got me, man. They got me.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, I just called in because this was kind of a show where you did a lot of flashbacks and stuff like that. I would feel it remiss if I didn't. I hope one day that you have, 250,000, 500,000 subscribers, and then it's the only thing I fear about that is it'll be impossible to call and be able to talk to you. That'll be a real bummer. So I'm just trying to get my airtime in when I can.
I gotcha.
But no, I don't have anything much to say. I still just love the red pill message. One of the things I could tell you is I actually, I'm 50 years old, married 20 years, for those who haven't heard me call in before.
Oh, okay.
Told my wife about you. Told my wife about you.
Wow. What did she say? What was her reaction?
We were talking about it at the kitchen table, and I said, I listened to this content called Red Pill, and it talks about, men making improvements in themselves. And me and my wife are both, overweight. We have, again, been married a long time, sedentary lives, kind of.
Right.
But I said one of the things that I told her about wanting to make an attempt to improve myself. And I told her the mantra that you have about you don't have the right to, you don't have the right to demand better standards until you increase your value.
Yeah, like you don't have the right to demand something of your woman that you either are doing now or don't plan to do. You can't tell your woman, hey, your ass better get in shape, but you're 378 pounds. It just doesn't work that way.
Right, absolutely. And I told her all about it and what it was, and her response to it was basically just, okay.
Yep, there you go. You'd be surprised, man. Go ahead.
I even showed her the clip. It made me laugh so much, man. I think I even put it on Twitter, but you were discussing one of these shows, Blind Love, Love is Blind, I think. One of the guys was describing how he had relations with perhaps more than just the other opposite side of the field.
Right.
And you went, oh, no. Right. Oh, no. And I was laughing till I cried. And I showed her that clip. No, it's not an issue. I don't have any secrets from her, but she's going to know where I'm coming from, and she's going to know what I'm trying to do. Because, again, this is a long, term thing. We've been together for a long time. We'll be together for a lot longer of a time. But, I told her all about your channel, told her about the red pill message, and, that I'm digging it. And she didn't have anything, I think she thinks it's a positive thing for me.
Good.
And I think she knows it'll be a positive thing for us, too.
How old is your wife, if you don't mind me asking?
What now?
How old is your wife? You're 50. She's probably about the same age?
53.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you guys got married when you're 30. She's 33. Yeah, I think that women of a certain age, and I think you'll probably agree with this, Kenneth. All women are very, very red pill aware. There is no doubt about it. It cannot be denied. But the younger they are, the more they can afford to deny red pill truth. I say this all the time. Had I met Devin when she was 22 instead of 32, I still could have corralled her, but at some point it would not have been worth the trouble because young, hot girls are they just don't have a reason to really do anything but continue to be hot. But the fact that your wife is 3 years older than you are, that speaks to the viability of your relationship. You've been married for 20 years, but if you were to show her something that flies in the face of what she thinks, I mean, what is she going to do? Say, well, I don't think you should blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, sweetie. You see, you're 53, but in red pill years, I'm about 38. So it's good that she's falling in. Just understand that, listen, it's kind of a necessity for her at this point.
Well, and one of the things about, I've always liked the very demure girls, the girls that I would call wallflowers.
Yes.
They can be real annoying at times because when you want to get out and bounce and do something fun, sometimes they can be a little bit resistant to spontaneity.
That's right. Not even that, but, Kenneth, is that girls like that, and I hate to cut you off, but this is a very important point that we need to make here. Okay. Guys always talk about, I want a woman who's gonna follow. I want a woman who's submissive. Okay, fair enough. But understand that girls who are submissive, girls who follow, they're going to be much more needy. They're going to need your attention more. They're going to need your direction more. If you're the leader, she's going to look to you to lead, right? You are her world. So when you want to go out and go do stuff, she's not really going to like that. Now, that doesn't mean don't go out and do stuff that you don't want to do. Just understand that if you really want to have that dominant, submissive relationship with your wife or girlfriend, understand that it does take some work.
Well, and that's why I wanted to find the red pill, because what I was the very spontaneous, gregarious, outgoing one. She was the demure wallflower. And what I found after so many years was I always talked about, quote unquote, becoming beta, beta, alpha, whatever.
Yeah, right.
But what I found after a long time is I was simply just falling into her frame.
Yep.
And losing mine. And what I need to do, the reason why the red pill is important to me, is I need to regain my frame and pull her into that, because she will have fun with that if I take charge and get back into my own frame again.
That's right.
But one of the things I was going to say about her being a wallflower too is one of the good things about that, she has no social media online presence. She has no Facebook. She has no Twitter. She has no social media online presence at all. And not only do I have a couple of them, like Facebook for Family and stuff like that, but she doesn't check mine. Even if I told her the password, she don't remember it. She has no interest in stuff like that at all. So while I do have to kind of start over red pilling myself from here on, I have a woman who will gladly take that journey with me.
Perfect. Excellent. One last question before I let you go, Kenneth. When did you discover red pill content? Did you just discover it? Did you discover it in your 40s? Like, when did you first stumble on stuff like this?
September of last year.
Oh, wow. And how has your life changed since then? We have a medically dependent daughter, a survivor of a brain tumor at 3.5 years old. She is now, we didn't know if she was 3.5 years old when she was diagnosed. We didn't know if she would see 3 3/4. We lived in the hospital for half a year at one point. She is now 12 years old and bouncing around the house like a beast. She's absolutely awesome. But because of that, we have a very sedentary life because she does have medical needs, right? You have to stay home.
And my wife, my wife is the reason why she's alive. When all the medical community told her that it was just headaches and nothing to worry about, she forced the issue and got the diagnosis done. So my wife is a hero to me. But the way it's changed my life is I realized a lot of things about myself. I realized that, one, I've always had a very self-deprecating sense of humor. I've always been able to make people laugh. I always like levity. But what I began to realize through the red pill is that a lot of that self-deprecating humor, when you're always making other people laugh at your own expense, that's a coping mechanism.
Yes, it is.
And you do need to be a little bit more, you're not taking yourself seriously. And part of the red pill is, no, you got to start taking yourself seriously. Sometimes you need to recognize about your own self. And that's probably the biggest mental change. And I'm using that to do other things, like I'm in the stay at home like so many of us are. But I'm getting the yard done. Yesterday, I trimmed all the trees. I'm doing project after project after project. I'm staying busy. I've got my weight bench out in the garage, which I've had for years, dusted it off and getting back into that.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to do those things. But the biggest thing for me with the red pill, I think, again, being married for so many years and being sedentary for so many years, is mental. The red pill is simply about taking yourself more seriously than maybe you have, and more seriously than the world wants to allow you to take yourself seriously. The whole feminine matriarchy we grow up with now is denigrating to masculinity, denigrating to just the manosphere. And you just have to exist outside of that.
Yeah. It's almost like they don't give you a choice.
That's the garbage we're wading through. And the red pill really is the navigation through all of that, and kind of puts you in a bubble to where you can exist as a better person yourself, regardless of all the noise that you're still going to constantly hear. All that feminist matriarchal crap, that's white noise. That's total bullshit.
It's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, that's all that is. Well, Kenneth, look, man, I greatly appreciate the phone call. And listen, congratulations to you for having a healthy daughter at this point. Yeah, she still has medical needs, but thank God your wife pressed the issue. Hey, it's not just headaches. Your wife ended up saving the life of your daughter, and of course he's living that red pill life, guys. It's never too late. It is never too late to live that red pill life. I'm here to tell you, man. I discovered the red pill at 32. Some guys discovered it at 47. Some guys discovered it at 57. It is never, ever, ever too late. All right, let me read out the last of my super chats. Oh, by the way, I am now streaming to Sharpe Stream. I'm going to read out my last super chats. Then, of course, I will go over to Sharpe Stream to do my Love is Blind breakdown. So get on over to sharpestream.com. Devin actually did a little bit of work on Sharpe Stream, and so it's looking good. It's looking good. And dude, the picture on Sharpe Stream, like it's amazing. I stream in 1080p from here. And I guess it really depends upon your internet connection. That's what kind of determines what kind of resolution you see on your device. Dude, if you have decent internet, the resolution on Sharpe Stream is second, and it is crystal fucking clear over there. It is very, very cool. So get on over to Sharpe Stream, sharpestream.com. And to watch the Love is Blind breakdown. I'll be over there in just a few minutes. I've already got 123 people in there as we speak. So, all right, let me read the rest of these super chats here. Seeker of Truth with the $2 super chat says, keep up, great show, keep up the good work. Gravelite says, yeah, I think it's my phone. It unmutes, then hangs up. I don't know why. I think Blog Talk hates us talking truth bombs. Yeah, it's been weird with your phone, Greg, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a glitch in the Matrix. We'll see. Probably is. Mr. Darkman with the $5 super chat says, I plan on saving my COVID money and returning it back to the government when the time comes. Never trust anything free from the government. Very wise words. Very wise words. Pimped Out Geese said had to happen on $5.99. Troll on a roll. The Pool Dork, $5 super chat down there from Mobile, Alabama, says, you can now have all you want to drink by my fire, Don. Screw that other noise. Appreciate that, TPD. Broken Man with the $10 super chat. John Garcia said the red pill hurts, but it's the truth. Yes. Very, 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 very true. Chris Z says, how important is quitting porn? I'll tell you how important quitting porn is. I did an episode, and you can find it on Patreon. It's called 11 Ways Your Life Will Change When You Stop Masturbating to Porn. That is... listen, guys, I'm trying to tell you, not masturbating will change your life in every way. Your skin will clear up. You'll have more energy, less depression. It's very, very important. Like, quitting porn is probably as important to your life as finding the red pill, maybe even a little bit more important. I'm not kidding, not exaggerating. Nonstop Dre 360 says, thanks for doing what you do, saving men and my generation from the lies of society. I'm 23 and you've changed my life. Where do you think you would be now if you knew what you knew now at 23? Wow. If I knew at 23 what I discovered, how old was I? I was 23, so that was right before I met Darcy. I would probably I'd probably be living in a foreign country somewhere as a 42-year-old. If I were 23 and had red pill awareness, I would have moved immediately to Vegas. I would have gone through that fire because gaming girls in Vegas is notoriously difficult. And I probably would have lived there for 10 years. And then at that point, I probably would have traveled the world. So, yeah, I would probably live in another country if I knew then what I knew now. Very good question. I like questions that make me think. Kenneth Christmas, haven't seen you in here in a while. $10 super chat says, I discovered the red pill while in a 2.5-year relationship. It only lasted another year after that. Best thing that ever happened to me. I broke up with her and now I'm free. Excellent. Very, very good. Very, very good. Well, guys, that is going to that's going to do it for this special edition of TSR Live. Once again, guys, I greatly, greatly appreciate your support over the years. Again, I'll be doing the Love Is Blind breakdowns on Sharpe stream on weekday afternoons at 5:00 p.m. 5:00 p.m. Eastern. I'm doing the Love Is Blind breakdowns. Those last anywhere between 30 and maybe 40, 45 minutes. They're always solid red pill gold as Daisy makes her way in here, clearly looking for treats that I don't have. Yep, no, I don't have any treats. I don't have any treats, sweetie. No, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. In the meantime, you guys will definitely be seeing my my studio under construction. So if you guys want sort of a sneak preview, sort of a building up of the studio, make sure this is funny in the chat, in the Sharpe stream chat. All of the guys in the Sharpe stream chat are always doing gifs of crackheads, like Dave Chappelle scratching his neck, niggas lighting up the spoon and shit. You guys are fucking crazy. You guys are crazy. That is going to do it for this episode of TSR Live. Again, my sincerest thanks to all of my supporters over the years. This has been a fucking 4-year magic carpet ride, and I hope and I pray that the party can go on. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in a week. Take care.